together, I think we can create a new games experience, powered by best of Google and built for everyone. Let's take a look.
Oh, snap.
From the beginning of time,
Here we go.
games have brought us together.
This is really loud.
Players and spectators. By the handful.
Here we
the
go.
Hundreds and the thousands. We built stadiums. Places to gather around every kind of spectacle. Glory, tragedy, pageantry, community, rivalry, and wonder. Until every city, town, and village had a place where anyone could play.
Okay.
Thousands of years in, our games have changed. But our need to come together remains. This new era of gaming needs a new place to gather.
Is that the controller for the new?
One place where anything you dream can be built. Playgrounds for every imagination. One place where you and everyone you know,
I'm so
and
intrigued.
everyone they know, will all play together.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Let's go, squad!
Let's go!
One place that never stops
Oh,
evolving.
man.
Where everyone will play
Where did he come from?
and watch
Okay.
Yes! High five! Right, bam!
and create.
Woo! Nice!
I'm intrigued.
From any screen
But what is it?
at any time.
Is that it? That was it, wasn't it?
One place
That was the controller.
for all the ways we play.
Was it the controller?
This is Stadia.
Stadia.
Gather round.
Stadia. Okay. Okay, I'm intrigued. Let's see it. Okay. Stadia.
Welcome to Stadia.
Very
We're so excited by this.
interesting.
To do this well, it's important that we have the right people working on this,
Okay.
experts with deep history and heritage in games.
Show us the merchandise,
Start with
baby.
Phil Harrison, who joined us about a year ago. He's a great leader and a great gamer. Definitely someone who knows the difference between RPGs and NPCs. I'm going to pass the mic over to Phil to show you what
I already
he's done.
forgot how to pronounce it.
Take
Is it
away,
Stadia
Phil.
or Stadia? Yeah. Phil, he used to work for Xbox. Phil used to work for Xbox, man. You traitor.
Thank you, Sundar. It's such a pleasure to be here today.
You
Thank you
traitor.
for joining us at GDC
kidding.
as we finally get to share Google's vision for the future of games, where the worlds of watching and playing games converge into a new generation game platform purpose-built for the 21st century, powered by the best of Google.
I still already forgot how to
Our
pronounce it,
vision
though.
for Stadia is
Stadia.
one place
Like stadium.
for all the ways we play.
Okay.
It's focused on gamers, inspired by developers, and amplified by YouTube creators.
Oof.
Today,
That's
our
intriguing the
industry
hell out of me.
captivates over 2 billion players from all around the world. At the center of that community, its beating heart, are the game developers, the people in this room that create the most incredible game experiences that delight players.
I wanna see the
with
console.
engrossing stories, characters, and worlds through a dazzling display.
Is
of
it a console or is
technology,
it like an
artistry,
infrastructure?
and magic? Games are now the single biggest form of entertainment on the planet, one that
Let's be
connects
honest,
a
though, that
vast
stage is
community across
like
geographies, cultures,
not-
and language.
Not the most
And
modern
within that
looking.
passionate community, there is a universe of people who love playing games, and there's a universe of people who love watching games.
Minus the
Hundreds of
screen, the
millions
stage
of
kind of looks
people
like it's from
watch
like
gaming
the
content every single day
early
on YouTube.
2000s.
But those two worlds are mostly disconnected, fragmented, and often independent of each other. Our vision is to bring those worlds closer together.
Okay.
To connect game developers with players and YouTube creators in a way that only Google can, creating a richer and more vibrant gaming community for everyone to enjoy. Through the power of our data centers, the extraordinary reach and community of YouTube, and our investments in the fundamental technologies that are the foundations of the open internet, we offer a truly unique opportunity to combine these worlds. We will be handing that extraordinary power of the data center over to you, the game developers, where playgrounds for every imagination can be created.
Okay.
Our first public test of this came in October of last year with Project Stream, where we streamed a AAA HD game at up to 1080p and 60 frames per second over the internet from Google data centers to a Chrome browser. We were humbled by the overwhelmingly positive response from players who were able to join us on Project Stream. A huge thank you to those of you who participated in Project Stream and for your vital feedback. And also to the amazing people at Ubisoft for trusting us with the latest incarnation of their incredible game franchise, Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft has always been at the forefront of advancements in the games industry, and they have an incredible track record of success and creativity.
Dude, I'm so intrigued right now.
Joining us here in the audience today, I'm delighted to welcome the CEO and co-founder of Ubisoft, Yves Guillemot. Thank you, Yves.
Okay. He's wearing the Division 2 shirt. I dig it.
I'd like to thank Yves and his team for partnering with us, and to producer Marc-Alexis Cote and the entire Ubisoft Quebec studio for their masterpiece creation, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Thank you for bringing your game to our platform, and congratulations for being the first game played by the public on Stadia. As many of you experienced with Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we now have the ability to take a sophisticated, graphically intense AAA game and stream it to a Chrome browser running on a simple laptop without any sacrifice to the quality or vision of the game developer. As successful as Project Stream was, our ambition is, of course, far beyond a single game. As we developed our strategy for this new platform, we asked developers how we can help solve some of the most critical challenges you face. There were 3 very clear themes that resonated. You told us you wanted to unleash your creativity without limits, get to the widest possible scale, and make it easier for people to connect with your games. We used these 3 themes to anchor our vision and build our platform architecture, and began to share it with the leading publishers and developers in the world. Now, let me show you how we have brought this vision to life. Imagine you are watching games on YouTube, and you discover the latest Assassin's Creed Odyssey trailer on Ubisoft's official channel on YouTube. You will notice the Play Now button. By simply clicking on that button, the player is brought directly into the game in a browser in as quick as 5 seconds.
Wow.
With no download.
Okay, that's pretty dope. Wow.
With no download, no patch, no update, and no install, Stadia offers instant access to play.
Wow.
Our platform vision for Stadia is to reduce the friction between getting excited about a game and playing a game. On Stadia, you just need to click on a YouTube video or link, and you can be playing your game instantly. Compare that to today, where gamers are all too familiar with things like this. With Stadia, this waiting game will be a thing of the past. The power of instant access is magical and has already transformed the music and movie industries. And with Stadia, it is now available at the highest level. So it's a streaming service. But wouldn't it be even more magical if that same game and that same instant experience could be available across any screen type in your life? A key benefit of our platform is that a single creative vision and a single code base can now be enjoyed instantly across any screen. At launch, we'll support being able to play games across desktops,
That's not on my end,
laptops,
just so you guys know.
Tablets, and phones.
That's on their end.
This new generation of gaming is not a box. With Stadia, the data center is your platform. There is no console that limits the developer's creative ideas, and no console that limits where gamers can play. We're about to show this to you now. This is not a concept, it's not a test, this is real. I'd like to bring my friend Khaled to the stage to show you this working.
So it's not a console, it's like a streaming service. I'm super congested.
Imagine you've just discovered that game for the first time, you're running it on the Chrome browser, and here it is on a Pixelbook running the Chrome OS. There is basically no hardware acceleration on that laptop whatsoever, and the game is running directly from our data center. It's then easy and instantaneous to move that same game experience from exactly that moment onto the phone, here on a Pixel 3 XL.
That's extremely interesting.
Once again, no loss in quality, and we can go
yeah,
straight
but you have to have
onto
like
the
probably
desktop PC.
extremely fast
we actually went to
internet.
buy the least powerful PC we could find here, and we could enjoy the same vision that the developer had, the same high-quality 1080p stream at 60 frames per second, and the full game vision, regardless of the hardware that you're using. And then it's once again seamless to go from running on our PC to running on a tablet. In this case, once again, running the Chrome
you have to have super
OS,
fast internet for
on
that.
a Pixel slate.
You have to have friggin' gigabyte internet. There's no way that that can run like normal high-speed internet.
And then finally, we then move seamlessly to the TV.
So they do have a
this
controller,
TV
though.
is accessed using this, which is a Chromecast Ultra HDMI streamer. There is no console required to reach this experience.
Okay.
Thanks, Khaled. Great presentation.
That's, wow. I don't know, man.
Welcoming any and all players is fundamental to Stadia, where you can try with your friends on devices you already own. And as such, we're also enabling players to use your existing USB controller or mouse and keyboard when playing Stadia on a laptop or PC. By eliminating that friction, that barrier to entry, we will make it simple and easy for players who want to try Stadia for the first time.
Wow.
But of course, we will have our own controller that has been uniquely designed to enhance the experience for the Stadia player. I'd like to introduce you to the newest member of the Google hardware family, the Stadia controller.
It looks nice. It's super clean. It's like a PlayStation controller and a freaking Xbox controller had a baby.
This is your gateway to the best of Stadia.
It kind of looks like the.
It enables you to access the full
Kind of looks
Stadia
like the Nintendo Switch Pro controller.
And there are many advantages to the Stadia
sticks
controller.
down here.
And the first is that it will connect through Wi-Fi directly to the game that is running in the Google Data Center. The Stadia controller identifies which screen or device you want to play on and links it with your game session running in the cloud, ensuring the highest possible performance and the best experience for players. In addition to the standard functions you'd expect to see on a modern game controller, the Stadia controller features two very important new buttons. The capture button is for sharing and saving your game experience back out to YouTube. The gamer can choose to share their experiences starting with a click of this button to themselves, to their friends, or to the world. They are in control. And the second one is the Google Assistant button. Pressing this button allows players to immediately access the controller's built-in microphone so they can get help from the assistant for special in-game features integrated by developers. Our goal with Stadia is to help fuel developer creativity at every level. And next, we'll take a look at the incredible computing power we have custom built into our data centers that will further accelerate innovation. I'd like to introduce my friend and colleague, the head of engineering for Stadia, Maj Bakar.
Wow. So this is very interesting. All right, my friend. So I didn't want to upload my whole reaction to the whole live stream. Obviously, I assumed the live stream would be like an hour plus. I just wanted to kind of upload my reaction to the main part. But if you guys miss a stream, you know, you can find a bunch of information out there. But Stadia, it's not a console. It's basically some kind of, I guess it's sort of like a streaming service. You can stream games instantly to any device. And it seems very interesting. It launches later on this year in 2019. I'm super interested and intrigued and you know, trying to get hands-on with it. My biggest concern is, will it work with normal high-speed internet? Like, if you don't have, you know, fiber, like gigabyte internet, will it work? Because there's a lot of streaming stuff I've tried in the past with normal high-speed internet. My internet's not the slowest internet. It's not the fastest either, obviously, but you know, I have normal high-speed internet. And with certain things, like, for example, you may have seen my video where I tried to stream my PlayStation 4 to my phone, and that was a little bit laggy. So my biggest question is, will it really work on all platforms and all kinds of internet speeds, you know, as long as you have like a decent internet package? Yeah, so I mean, that's again, my biggest wonderance is, you know, can someone with normal high speed use this will it work? Will it work smoothly for someone like me that's, doesn't have gigabyte internet, or is this more catered towards people who have like gigabyte internet? The beautiful thing about this is that, like they said, is because it all basically runs off their servers, you don't have to download games or anything. So basically, like if you're watching a YouTube video for a game that just came out and you want to try it, you can click this button on the YouTube video that says play now, and it brings you directly to the game to play it. So I don't know how that works exactly. I mean, maybe it's just like a trial. Obviously, maybe you get like a 30-minute trial of the game to kind of test it out or something. But some of the other cool features, especially for content creators, is let's say you're streaming a game. Like, let's say I'm a huge hockey fan, so like NHL, or maybe you're streaming any other kind of sports game like NBA or UFC or something, right? You can actually have a queue for people to join your game, and they jump directly into your game just like that from your stream. So that is really, really cool as well. So if you want to like 1v1 viewers and stuff, people can basically click like, click join next in line or whatever, and then when it gets their turn, it'll make them click join, and then they can start streaming the game and playing against you right from their device. So that sounds really, really intriguing. Again, it's very ambitious. It is very ambitious. My biggest question is, how is it going to work? Is it going to work smoothly? Is it going to work well? Because for something like this, it sounds like you're going to really need some really good internet speeds. I'd be expecting it that you probably will need, close to gigabyte internet, at least, in my opinion. Maybe not. I hope not. I hope it works for normal high-speed internet packages, because, again, the way they're making it sounds like it's catered towards everyone who, doesn't matter what kind of hardware or whatever you're running. They didn't really talk a whole lot about the internet speeds that you'll need for something like this, but again, it's all running off their data centers and their servers, so that's kind of how it works. So it's really cool. And what else is cool is, because everything's running off their servers in that way, what they mention is, for, let's say, like a battle royale game, you can have like up to 1,000 players in a single match of battle royale, because because it's all running off their servers. It's not you don't have to run off one specific piece of hardware, right? So again, if you're playing the game, you're playing the game off of their servers, their hardware, basically, right? You need your hardware to basically stream it essentially to your device, but you're basically running it off their hardware, so you're not limited to any specific piece of hardware that you own or a specific console. So that, again, it sounds very intriguing and very ambitious. And there's just a bunch of different things to it. There's just a lot of crazy stuff. They're making their own controller, the Google Stadia controller. And what's cool about that is there's actually a button for Google Assist. So the cool thing is, if you're playing a game on Stadia, you can actually just ask Google Assist, how do I do this? And it'll kind of like, it'll help you, and it'll bring it up without having to close your game, and give you a little bit of like a guide and stuff like that. So, they're saying the future of gaming is not a box, it's a place. Welcome to Stadia, an all-new way to play from Google, coming 2019. That's their kind of phrase, their catch line. So, it sounds very ambitious. It can be played on your TV via Chromecast as well. It can be played on desktop, laptops, TV, tablets, phones. It's going to be launching in Canada, the United States, the UK, and most of Europe initially, and then they'll expand it, I guess, later on. So I'm glad to hear that's coming to Canada, at least at the very beginning, as well, because, that would suck if us Canadians were not included at launch, being one of the bigger countries, obviously, in North America as well. But what's even more ambitious is they want to support 8K and 120 frames per second in the future with this. They say it can support that in the future. Right now, it can support 4K, 60 frames per second, surround sound, all that good stuff. They're saying that, I don't know how this works exactly, but compared to PS4 and Xbox One, or PS4 Pro and Xbox One X, the Stadia has 10.7 GPU teraflops, while, the other consoles, I can't remember how much exactly. Oh yeah, PS4 Pro is 4.2, Xbox One X has 6.0, so that's, more than both of those consoles combined. So, but again, it's running off their servers, so I don't know. I'm still a little bit confused on how this is going to work exactly. They're very supportive of things like crossplay. There's many different things that you can do. It's kind of like this whole system that's very catered towards, everyone, developers, you know, they're trying to make things easier for developers to create games using Stadia, for players to play games using Stadia, and for content creators to, you know, have just different resources and tools to you know, create content using Stadia. There's just a lot of different stuff. Like I said, this thing called crowd play lets players queue into a game, multiplayer game, if you want them to join into your game, things like that. So I don't know, a bunch of different stuff. I'm sure I'm missing some details here. If you want to get the whole kind of rundown, I mean, go rewatch their stream. But anyways, that's my reaction. That's my thoughts, my impressions, whatever you want to make out of it. Let me know what you guys think about Stadia in the comments below. I'm definitely going to try it out when it comes out. I'm going to see if I can actually run it on normal high-speed internet or not. And if I can't, then that kind of sucks. You know, but at the same time, for something so huge, I guess it would make sense that you need faster internet. Maybe, you know, we're kind of transitioning into this era for, like, you know, I don't know if you guys are, you know, old enough to remember this, but when we transitioned from dial-up internet into high-speed, we're kind of in that transition from high-speed to fiber optics, which is more like gigabyte internet. So, you know, the future is obviously gigabyte internet, but it's still not something that's been made, you know, super, you know, readily available for everyone everywhere at a good price yet. So it's kind of in this weird transitional phase. So anyways, that's my thoughts, impressions. Let me know what your thoughts are of Stadia in the comments section below. Can't wait to try it out myself later this year. And yeah, thanks for watching. Catch you guys very soon in another one like I was. Until then, my friends, game on.